Hunt it down.
Yeah, right, fellas, DarthBun8 bringing you a video about my favourite Call of Duty. And quick thing, I apologise for this death. That was just terrible. And honestly, I really apologise for that. Honestly, but I make up for it for the next thing coming up now. There's a pretty big kill streak coming up. Just sit back and relax, listen to my beautiful voice. Okay. In the RTC, I think it was 9, I mentioned that COD, in fact it was RTC 10 I think, I mentioned that COD, right before I got hacked completely, I mentioned that COD 4 was my favourite Call of Duty. After I said that, I kind of want to take it back a bit. Because I jumped on Modern Warfare 2 straight afterwards, which is probably a bad thing to do considering hackers, but there were no hackers on it, luckily. But, I don't know, I realised Modern Warfare 2, despite its many flaws, was my favourite Call of Duty. I know it sounds crazy. A lot of people are going to disagree, with noob tubes and all that kind of stuff, and have that quick scope there. But honestly, it actually is. Maybe it's something to do with the intervention. I don't know, but I just love the intervention. I don't personally hate YouTubers, but it's just, I don't know. I jumped on it. I played maybe like 6 games. And I got noob twice the entire time. I mean, I got shot by an ACR more than that, and that happens in Modern Warfare 3 all the time. It's just, this game is just, it's like when I play Modern Warfare 3, I find myself getting really annoyed at loads and loads and loads. But when I play this though, hey, if I go 2 for 260, who gives a damn? I don't really care about KDR in this game, but I don't know. But I do Call of Duty, I get kind of worked up and a little bit annoyed and stuff. But this Call of Duty is just pure fun, which it sounds crazy, but I don't know, just sniping is at its pinnacle in this game, and I personally absolutely love sniping, and I absolutely love this game. I don't know why, but this game I love it so much, and everything about it, like, the M16 is just so fun to use, and I know people say, like, oh, it's overpowered. Well, you use it then. If you think it's overpowered, use it, I'm going to use it, so you use it. Who gives a damn? The intervention, it's overpowered, sleight of hand, pro, all that stuff, it's so fun, honestly. I know, honestly, I absolutely love it. But then that kind of brings me to, now we're going to talk about the rest of the CODs. Why they're not my favourite. What about them makes them less, like a lesser form? What makes them not as good as Modern Warfare 2. I'm going to start with COD 4, actually. COD 4 was like Woody said in one of his videos, like a revolution. It revolutionised FPSs, a bit like Counter-Strike did. Maybe not as much as Counter-Strike, but it revolutionised it and stuff, and it brought like a whole new era to FPSs. But the problem I find with it is it's got this kind of aura around it that makes everyone absolutely love it and stuff, but at the end of the day, it's not the best Call of Duty. There are problems in that just as much as noob tubes, like time to see frags, and frags are so overpowered, and it's just... By the way, you didn't know this game was 1 bar, by the way. Just want to say that quick thing. This is how amazing it is. But anyway, back to Modern Warfare 1. I don't know, it's like there's not enough stuff in it. It's got the aura around it that makes everyone love it, and no one can fault it because of this amazingness that flows around it. But at the end of the day, there are some pretty big problems with it, Sniping, it's ace and stuff, but it's not as fun as sniping and intervention. I know I can get a load of hate for this, but I prefer sniping and intervention, I prefer using the M16 in Modern Warfare 2. The guns are just more fun in Modern Warfare 2. Everything about Modern Warfare 2 is just more fun. It's just better graphics. And I'm going to get so much hate for this. The guns look better. The guns feel better. It looks more realistic, and everything just feels... Modern Warfare 2, a lot of people hate it, but in my opinion, it's just a massive improvement on Modern Warfare 1. I know Modern Warfare 1, it's kind of like... It's kind of like the early humans. People kind of say, like, oh, they were absolutely amazing, they did all this stuff, and considering the time era and that kind of stuff, they're absolutely amazing. But yeah, considering the time era, Halo discovered fire, COD 4 discovered fire, but it's not... Doesn't mean it can make an iPhone 5. It's just... It did something huge for that time, but it's not... It doesn't mean it has to be the best. Hell, it was the first, but it's not the best, You don't see people using the bloody, like, Apple from the 1970s, do you? It's just, that was an Apple MacBook, Apple Mac, not, I don't know whatever you call it, not an actual Apple from the 1970s, because no one would eat that. But, sorry, I don't know what that was all about. But, that's kind of my view of Modern Warfare 1 anyway. Now, World at War, again, World at War is kind of like, apart from zombies, it was basically a World War II carbon copy of Modern Warfare 1, you know? It's the same shit, you know, it's the same perks, nothing changed really. It's probably, honestly, Treyarch's worst Call of Duty, really. Well, obviously they've only really had, like, 2 major ones so far, and Black Ops 2 is coming out. But, that's the kind of thing, you know, people say, oh, so many Call of Duties. Treyarch have only really had 2 big ones, you know, since COD 4. It's not that many, let's be honest. But, anyway, yeah. So, with COD World at War, you know, it's the same shit, you know. The only good thing about that was zombies, which I love, and that revolutionised things again. But again, so many problems with it. You know, it's like, yeah, they discovered the wheel. You know, at this point, you know, they discovered fire with COD 4. They discovered the wheel with World at War, but it's not the best. It's just moving on. So it's just not the best. You know, there's so much more it could have had done with it, which is what the rest of the Call of Duties did. Which Modern Warfare 2 then. It brought in challenges, brought in camos, well, it already had camos, but it brought in more challenges, more camos, and there you go, that's the end of it there. Pretty good score, right? But anyway, I'm going to carry on. You'll just see my little outro thing, but... And then Black Ops, you know, everything's just too balanced, you know, it's really boring, and... You know, I found myself yawning really early on, and it's just like... It's fun and all, it's balanced there, and loved it at the start, but after a while it's like, oh yeah, it's so balanced, and oh, I'm getting bored now. Oh, it's so balanced. Oh my god. Yawn, yawn, yawn. Then hell, Modern Warfare 2 came along. Sorry, Modern Warfare 3 came along. 2 big middle fingers up to that game. And sorry, I'm going to put infected gameplay here just to fill out the rest of this video. But, you know, Modern Warfare 3 came along, it's like... What have you done? You've taken Modern Warfare 2 and you've basically taken out all the good stuff and put in a load of rubbish stuff, you know? Taking out what, you know, why, and that was, yeah, a lot of amazing stuff, and yeah, Noob Tubes would sort it out, but Black Ops did that, you know. Modern Warfare 3, it's a fun game and all, but not about it really. There's all this rubbish, Dead Man's Hand, and all that kind of horrible rubbish stuff, and yeah, I hate it. No, I don't hate it. It's fun and all sometimes, but it's like. And why are we talking about Modern Warfare 3? You know, it's not a great game. Everyone knows it's not a great game. It's probably the worst Call of Duty yet. Modern Warfare 2, though, it's like, have fun with that game. I absolutely love it, and that's why it's my favourite Call of Duty. Put in the comments what you think your favourite Call of Duty is, and why. Thank you. It's been Darth Lennon. See you later, guys. Bye. You alright, fellas? Me again. Hope you enjoyed that video, and the epic gameplay that went with it. It's probably one of the best games I've ever had. 39 for 1. Well, really, it's 39 for 0 on it, because that first death, sorry. Jesus Christ. But anyway, 2 videos down here. The previous one is Would You Rather. My first episode, Would You Rather. But that was really good. I really enjoyed making that. Thought it was quite funny. It's actually 15 minutes long as well. It's a pretty long one. But it's got all sorts in there. It's got threesomes. That's right, threesomes. Ugly threesomes as well. Horrible paper cuts. Really loud wanking. That's right, loud wanking. Nasty, loads of nasty stuff, including piss, shit, blades cutting you up, and mucus getting in your mouth, and all sorts of horrible stuff. Check that out. And my next video is going to be Borderlands playthrough. That's right, Borderlands playthrough episode 1. So I'm going to probably play a lot of that. So see you later, guys. Bye.